They'll start this drive going to the air. On the move, he fires. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Gonna sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Harris. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And can you imagine the adrenaline and momentum boost you'd get from getting a touchdown on the final play of the half? Wants to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's good. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this offense looking more and more like this.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He slings it deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
First down for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're going to run it to the right. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll run it again. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Handoff to the lone back. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Punch it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Turning it on. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside.
Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done it.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give to the tailback. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Got it in the middle. It's good. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's good. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
In the end zone.
The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.